Welcome back to Curse of Radiance, where we're using the Pathfinder 2nd Edition rule set to play through the old-school Forgotten Realms adventure, Curse of the Azure Bonds. So we're back. Before we get started, I wanted to mention a couple things that I would have liked to, if I had thought of it, I would have liked to explore more in the previous episode. One is that for an hour, Benjil was like slightly turned into a different creature or something, and then the combat ended, and then I never brought it up again.
Oh, was I?
That could have been fun to do some stuff with, and then you got hit with a spell during the battle.
Oh, I don't remember.
It just made you clumsy for an hour, and I think you had like a claw attack.
Oh.
It like turned some of your limbs into like sea creature limbs.
Okay, rings a vague bell.
Then the battle was over, and then an hour has surely passed.
It surely has, yeah.
I remember an additional appendage or some such.
Yeah, it's some spell that I thought was really, really fit thematically the how I had reskinned those creatures to be.
Right.
So, and then one other thing, Benjil, you drowned in a shipwreck, and it would have been nice to maybe ask you, like, how does Benjil feel about
being on the water?
Immediately having to go out in a ship out into the sea.
Well, we didn't really discuss, like, this is an offshoot, right? So we didn't really discuss if it was just like before or after. I mean, it's presumably after because I've now joined Fennec and Ildana, but yeah, I didn't even occur to me that...
Didn't occur to me either.
Yeah.
Surely he doesn't remember the drowning. It's fine.
That's what makes this a what-if scenario, officially.
I guess. Yeah. So we rejoin our heroes. Benjil has just discovered a secret chamber in the edge of the pyramid with a circle of arcane runes on the ground. Fennec and Ildana, you have seen Benjil pass through some sort of an illusory wall. What do the three of you do?
Ildana looks at Fennec and squarely in the eyes and says, "Illusions seem to be your territory. You're up."
Question mark. I guess the first thing I would do is kind of wait for any sort of auditory signal from Benjil to come through, or not. Give it a sec.
Okay. So Benjil, you've just run through this illusory wall. You've stopped yourself before you ran into a physical wall. What do you do?
Yeah, I stop and I look around and I forget. Can I see out from the illusory wall?
You can. It is transparent, but it's still like it's kind of like you're looking through like a tinted window.
Okay. Yeah. Benjil just calls out, "I'm alive, and I have found some sort of circle of runic somethings or others." Meanwhile, rolling a recall knowledge check in hopes of understanding what they are before my cohorts join me.
Okay.
I got a sweet 23, because despite the fact that I'm an arcane caster, I have very low intelligence. I've been built in a very particular way. That's kind of silly, but fun.
Hey, it happens. It looks to you like this is a circle of teleportation runes.
Oh, okay. We have an unconventional doorway, I think, friends. Are you coming in or not?
Assuming that we hear it, I would definitely come through.
Ildana moves forward and she makes sure to pull her bow again.
Okay. So the two of you hearing Benjil call out from inside, you step forward and you don't even feel anything as you walk forward. Suddenly you feel like you're in a dark room, a darkish room. You see Benjil in front of you. The room is about maybe 15 by 15 feet. And there is a circle of runes on the floor. And looking back outside, you can see that there is an illusory wall there. You can see through it now, but like I said, it's just it's like looking through a tinted window. You can see outside, but it's a bit
distorted.
Dark. Kind of distorted, yeah.
Do I notice that this is a teleportation circle?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'm going to throw you one as well.
31.
31 from Ildana.
And just completely bullshitting, Benjil's like, you can see that rune there. It stands for tele. And over here, it sort of expands the word port around the circle.
And a 38 from Fennec, which
Nat
is a natural 20.
Nice.
Knows that Benjil is speaking complete bullshit.
Yes.
Yes.
So Benjil's talking out of his ass. However, Fennec, Ildana as well, you both can easily tell this is a teleportation circle. But Fennec in particular, you are 100% sure you know how to activate this thing. Not only did you get a natural 20 on your Arcana check, but also you have Trick Magic item still, correct? Unless you retrained that.
Yeah, I still do.
Yeah. In fact, because of your critical success, you wouldn't even need to make a check to activate it.
Score.
You can just activate it as, I'll say, a 2-action ability whenever you want.
Yeah, easy peasy. I could turn this sucker on.
Oh, yes, me too. We just require the blood of a simple island squirrel, and perhaps the genitalia of a starfish.
Ildana pats Benjil on the head and says, "No, we defer to that one in the areas of magic."
Oh, yeah, no, fair enough.
So I'm mad at you, Freeman, because you made me Google, do starfish have genitalia?
Well, they don't
You're
call
welcome.
it your chocolate starfish for nothing.
Alan, you lose a hero point.
Yay!
No, you don't lose a hero point, but please don't ever say that.
I think I have some hot dog water here.
They do, though, is the answer.
Yeah, most multicellular creatures have some type of,
Reproductive system.
sex.
Yeah.
Genitalia.
They're located in their arms.
Nice.
Yeah.
At least 5 sets of genitalia.
I guess, yeah. All right, so we're moving on from that. So Benjil has given his opinion on what is needed to activate this, but Fennec, you would basically just have to just a couple general arcane words that you can speak, and it would activate it and teleport anybody who is standing on the teleportation circle to a specific keyed other teleportation circle located somewhere else.
That might be the problem.
Yeah, we don't know where it goes. Should we explore the pyramid a little bit more before we try to go into the unknown?
Wait, is there more to explore, or are we just in this room with a circle?
Is there any way to explore the pyramid anymore?
I don't know. I thought we walked into a hallway and then walked through the illusory.
No, we just walked through a wall and it was just a alcove almost.
We're just in a single room, I think. I don't think we have much
Pretty much,
choice.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It only appears to be this one room.
Does there appear to be any way to re-key which direction it might go?
That's a good question.
We got a natural 20 on it.
Give me another Arcana check. I'll say that'll be a separate
I
one.
will assist.
Okay.
I will also attempt to assist.
32.
22.
And I got a 27 without any assist.
Okay, so 27 with Ildana's was a critical aid and Benjil's was a regular aid. I can never remember. Do multiple people aiding stack? They do not. That feels wrong.
It does feel, I agree, it feels a bit wrong, but...
Yeah.
But it increases your chances by increasing the one of y'all gonna roll at least a 20.
That's true. Well, anyway, I'll say that Fennec, that's possible, but it would probably be a lot of work and require an extensive ritual and possibly even require knowledge of where the other teleportation circle is. So it's not something you could do right here, right now.
Okay, I would convey that for sure.
Well, then I suppose it's about going in head first. Just like I did to that wall.
I have an idea. It will take some time, though, unfortunately.
How much time?
Someone would possibly have to go back to town.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Well, we're running the risk of losing our people who we're trying to rescue.
I hate going in blind.
I'm also almost out of spells, so, and I hate doing that, but here we are.
Yeah.
I got loads of cantrips, but I blew all my spell slots in that pool.
And holy crap, the spells you used were ridiculous.
They were ridiculous, yeah.
All right, fine. Yeah, I roll a 20 for stuff.
Okay.
Ildana doesn't know she rolled shitty. I'm gonna tell Fennec to send me through so I can scout the other side.
Okay.
And give me instructions on how to get myself back.
Okay.
I think maybe we should just all go. I don't want something to happen to you before you can activate it back.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think we have to go one at a time. I think we can go all at once. No?
Can we go all at once?
Oh yeah, it's big enough. Like it would have to be big enough for a large creature to go through. So
Okay.
yeah, anyone standing on the circle.
See, because anytime a person describes a teleporter, it's always the size of the Star Trek.
I'm with you. It's like a video game thing. Yeah. It's yeah.
Sure. I should have given a better description.
Yeah, it's always just the size of the lighted area that they stand on in Star Trek.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's the size of a teleportation circle to me.
Fair enough. I always think of it as, because I played World of Warcraft, and I think there were teleportation circles in like the capital or something.
Yeah.
I always picture the ones in that which were pretty big.
Okay. They are a frequent thing in the Abomination Vaults adventure, so I'm intimately familiar with the fact that the whole party gets to use them. Yeah.
Well, before we do teleport, I want to search the walls and just make sure that there's no more illusory walls, hidden switches, any other place that this room goes to without the teleportation.
Okay. Yeah. Give me an Arcana check. Not what am I saying? Give me a Perception check.
Like, I would have loved to do that instead, but
I don't know what I was. Oh boy.
yeah, dude, these walls, they all look really, really great with a 16.
They're walls, definitely.
Yep. This appears to be a teleportation closet.
Definitely walls.
Definitely
man.
walls. In fact, I don't even see the way to get out anymore.
Oh no.
I don't think you're even sure they're walls.
Yeah.
It's like having a roof on all sides.
So in 3 rolls, I've rolled 1 nat 20 and 1 nat 1. All right.
Killing it.
Welcome to my world.
Hey, perfectly balanced.
Perfectly balanced.
Love that Foundry algorithm.
Yep.
All right. Unless somebody else wants to take a look as well, let's go.
Nah, I'm ready to go. Let's stop beating around the bush.
All right.
Oh, sorry. I meant to do this earlier, and I hope you'll let me retroactively do it, Gabe.
Yeah.
But before we teleported, I would have pulled out a wand and cast it upon myself.
Okay. Of
If
what?
that's okay. It's kind of the thing I'm meant to, if I'm ever going to go into a lengthy fray,
Yep.
I will cast it upon myself. It is a wand of tailwind.
Oh, okay, and that increases your movement speed.
My movement speed, yeah. It's kind of essential to my...
That's fine, because doesn't that last for like an hour or something?
It is a second level, so it lasts for 8 hours. But it's like...
8 hours? Oh, boy. Yeah, no problem.
Nice.
It's the length of a dungeon in theory kind of thing, and that only, yeah. Or maybe 2, but yeah.
So the 3 of you step on this teleportation circle. Fennec says the magic words, and you feel the ground lights up around you. And then you feel the sensation like something in your, like if there was like a hook in your stomach pulling you forward. That's what you feel, this just sensation of like your core being pulled in a specific direction. And then next thing you know, you have materialized in a much larger room. You are indoors now. The room is over 100, it's like 140 feet long. You're in this long room. The floor is covered in maybe 2 or 3 inches of water. There's like a bit of water covering the entire floor, but around the room, you see lots of equipment. There's like big barrels, there's crates, there's like roots that appear to have grown through some of the walls. There's also a giant eldritch machine that is belching out this sludge that is then going through the southern wall, what you presume to be the southern wall, that is going through the southern wall and then presumably out to the sea outside. And in front of the machine, on the same level as you see one of the Sea Stitched with 3 of the townsfolk kind of grabbed by its various arms, and they're struggling against it, but it appears to be trying to carry them up a flight of stairs. You can see up at the top of the flight of stairs is another Sea Stitched with more of the townsfolk on like a balcony overlooking this eldritch machine. And as you teleport into this room, the one up on the balcony appears to be in the process of throwing one of the townsfolk off the balcony into this machine.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And they notice you when you enter the room. You notice them. So everybody roll me initiative.
Is it like a... Wah! Is it the Wilhelm scream kind of moment? And then just...
Sure. Ildana, you can use that stealth if you like that you rolled, or you can roll perception.
Oh, no.
fair to say we teleported with weapons in hand?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. So we're going to go top of the round. Ildana going first with a 38, and then Benjil with a 32. Fennec with a 29. The C-Stitched that is on the ground level with a 26. The C-Stitched that's up on the balcony with an 18. And then all the townsfolk also on an 18.
Okay. So we have 6 townsfolk on the map. Does that mean a 7th was thrown in, or
no? I'm going to say one of the 3 that's up top is in the like they were about to throw them in, but they haven't yet because we started an encounter. However, I will point out that you were told that about 12 of them were kidnapped, and you don't see 12 of them in here. So
yeah, fair enough.
Who knows? Who knows what happened?
And are we in difficult terrain with the water?
The water will count as difficult terrain. Yes, I was actually I spent quite a while trying to think, how do I want to do this? I need there to be water for a reason.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really make sense for it to not be difficult terrain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So movement may be a bit difficult, and I do apologize, but it is what it is.
Don't.
I made my decision.
It's fine.
So.
Okay.
Because you said about 2 inches of water earlier.
Yeah.
Which
so
is not a lot.
3 inches.
It's a little bit like, I mean, if you've run through a little bit of water before, you know it slows you down a little bit. So, yeah, I figured difficult terrain is probably the way to do it.
Okay.
And if it's really like silty water, it could slow you down quite a bit.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not happy about it, but I accept.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, honestly, you're probably the only one it's really going to affect because of how ranged the rest of the party is.
It's not the greatest thing for me, yeah. That's fine. I'll deal.
Sorry. See, here's the thing. If you were really tall, I might have been like, you know, what the heck? But you're playing a halfling, so...
Yeah, maybe I have really long legs and a short torso. You don't know me.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm shaped funny.
I'm trying to think if there's like anything that I could do to make it not difficult terrain, but no. Anyway,
My friends
it's
call
difficult
me
terrain.
Stilts.
I mean, IRL, I'm 5'10" with a 28-inch inseam, so I got some stubby legs when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Ildana, it is your turn.
All right. That's gonna be my move. I'm just gonna give him a little bit of double shot action.
Okay. You're targeting the one that's on the floor.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
on the ground level. I should
Yes,
say.
because the other one is slightly out of range because this is a huge freaking room.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the only one available to me. I'm sorry, I should have been clearer.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to double shot it, unfortunately, because that's just about all.
Doesn't
I
sound
got.
too unfortunate. I think it's going to help.
And you know from fighting these things before, like, they're not ridiculous, you know.
What's the lighting in this room, by the way?
Oh, lighting, you say. Lit. I don't know.
It's lit, fam.
There are, I'm going to say there's phosphorescent fungus on the walls, and there's enough of it that this room is perfectly visible. No penalties or anything like that.
Appreciate that.
All right, 29 and a 35, I believe.
Both are hits.
All right, awesome. Let's roll a little damage.
14 for both.
Yep.
Nice.
So 28 total.
Okay.
All right, so Ildana, you run forward, splashing through this water. You let off a couple of your arrows, and they both land squarely in the closest C-stitched back, and lightning arcs around it as it
by the seashore.
as it does so, and you deal 28 points of damage over 2 hits. He takes damage, and he was actually a little bit preoccupied. It was the one up on the balcony that saw you, and now the one on the ground, you hit him in the back, and he turns around to face you, and he does not look happy about that.
No, go back to what you were doing, please.
Do we all feel a little bit of static electricity through the water? It's because I noticed some of the damage was electric.
Yeah.
For a second, I was thinking, like, should the townsfolk take some damage from this? But no. Like, you feel a little bit of a jolt, but nothing to the point of damage.
The hairs are rising on my arms.
Benjil, it is your turn.
I was doing the old measurement here, and I don't actually think I can make it. So with difficult terrain, half speed, I have a total of 90, which gives me about 45 feet of movement. That's terrible. With all 3 actions, I can only really make it halfway to the next C-stitched.
Oof.
And I am not about to switch my weapons in this scenario, so I'm going to have to spend my whole action just trudging through 2-inch water. Thanks, Gabe. And and just hope I can get in real close on the next round. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. And that's incorporating your tailwind?
That is incorporating my tailwind because,
Man.
yeah, I take a penalty from my armor.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and but I also have, I think I have the feet, or I have something that gives me speed, and then the tailwind on top of that. So I'm at a normal 30, or a reasonably normal 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That was Benjil. Next up is Fennec.
Oh boy. I think I'm going to cast Hypercognition,
Okay.
and I'm wanting to know anything I can figure out about this Eldritch device here.
Ooh.
I've got 6 recall knowledges.
That's awesome.
I definitely want to know
Yeah.
how to turn it off, or whatever.
That
but
was a brilliant idea.
thanks.
So you have what recall knowledges? 6?
Yep, it's you cast the spell and you get instantly 6 recall knowledge checks or actions. I'm sorry, as part of casting the spell.
That's fucking
What's the name of the spell?
Hypercognition.
Hypercognition.
Yeah, okay, that rings a bell. That's crazy.
There's another part in the campaign where Fennec did this to great effect that you have not gotten to
Cool.
yet. So you have your main things are occultism and arcana.
Yeah.
Give me an arcana check and occultism.
Okay.
So give me one of each of those.
21 for the arcana and 32 for the occultism.
Okay. With the occultism, that 32 occultism, you figure out that, in case it wasn't obvious, this is some sort of an eldritch machine that is actually creating the Sea-Stitched.
Right.
Oh.
You think that they get a bunch of creatures, throw them into this machine, and then outspits some Sea-Stitched, and then a bunch of byproduct. And that byproduct is that sludge that is being sent out into the sea.
That's nasty.
With the Arcana, you were sort of trying to figure out like what would power this thing, like, trying to get to like how do I destroy or turn off this machine. That 21 is not high enough to do that. So it's powered by something. It's some sort of a magical device.
Yeah.
If you want to try another Arcana check, you can, to try and, again, just figure out like what is powering this thing and how can I use that to turn this off.
Yeah,
Definitely,
You got
yeah.
like 4 more.
Right. So I'll definitely do one, even if the DC is a little higher. 35 on that one.
Okay, with the 35, you know that this is most likely powered by some sort of an elemental. There's probably a sentient, magical elemental being inside that machine that is keeping it running. The simplest way to turn it off would be to destroy the machine. However, in that case, you would then have to deal with the elemental, because that elemental ain't going nowhere.
Right.
If you would like to do another Arcana or Nature check, you can determine exactly what elemental is probably powering this thing.
All right, we're going to go Arcana.
This is wild.
34.
34. As far as you can tell, this is probably powered by it's called an elemental tsunami.
Oh, okay. I was going to say living waterfall?
There's an elemental tsunami running that thing.
It is an 11th level creature, and it's basically it is a huge size water elemental. Their lowest save is will.
Okay.
Let me know if you want to know its offenses, defenses, or special abilities.
Let's go with special abilities.
It has a passive called Waterbound, where anytime it is not touching water, it is slowed 1 and can't use reactions. Probably makes sense now why this entire room is full of water from a game design standpoint.
Yep.
It also has an ability called Vortex, where it makes it has a 50-foot aura that makes all of the water around it kind of choppy, but also it has a special ability, a special attack, where it expands to fill up its entire aura, so 50 feet in every direction, and any creatures within it get battered by this tsunami and take a bunch of damage unless they make a basic fortitude save. So
So this is assuming we release it.
assuming you release it. Beyond that, you could perform a lengthy ritual that would probably be beyond the scope of this encounter.
Yeah.
But if you can at least, maybe if you can kill the Sea-Stitched and then maybe figure something else out, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Can't think of anything else. I guess I'd have 2 recall knowledges, but...
Is there anything else you want to recall knowledge about?
Did we ever recall knowledge on the sea stitched? I don't think we did.
I believe you did during the last
Did
encounter.
we?
Or did you? No. I think you
might
did
have
about
been against the
that other person.
Oh yeah, the other creature that was with them.
If you want to.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. But yeah, I'll try to figure out any sort of weaknesses for the sea stitched.
Okay. Yeah, give me that one is going to be a society check.
Society. About 31.
31 is that is a success. Actually, no, sorry, that's going to be a critical.
Nice.
So their lowest save is reflex, and then tell me 2 if you want to know their offenses, defenses, or special abilities.
Let's go defenses and special ability.
Okay. So defense is AC 27. Like I said, lowest save is reflex at an 11. Highest save is a 17 on their fortitude. Will is in the middle at a 13. One of their defensive actions, they have a 2-action ability called retract, where they can sort of retreat into their shell, and they get a bonus to stealth, and they gain greater cover. So they can they could use it to hide, but also they can use it to to get a higher AC in combat if necessary. As far as special abilities go, they are very difficult to be tripped. If you do trip them, it's a 2-action activity for them to stand back up.
Nice. That's good to know.
And then they also can attach talismans to their shell as if it was heavy armor.
Oh, cool. These are neat creatures. Yep. I like them.
Nice.
That's pretty much. They have dark vision. They have scent. And then you've seen that they have a special ability where they can grab you with one of their legs, and also they can attack you and then hit you against their shell, I think is what they did to Fennec in the previous encounter.
Yeah, I didn't even need to roll on that. I just remember that one,
Yeah, you just remember that one.
That hurt. Okay, I call that all out as I think of it, remember it, with my hypercognition. And
sure. I think you might still have 1 recall knowledge if you would like.
If I were to suggest, I would say do a second one on the elemental in case we do break it out and discover its weaknesses or its immunities.
It's a good call.
Sure.
That would be, Arcana?
Arcana or Nature. Which is weird. I feel like not many monsters have more than 1.
32 Arcana on those.
32 is a success on that last Arcana. And so you want to know their defenses?
Yeah.
So like I said, their lowest save is Will with a plus 19. Highest is Reflex with a plus 22. So there's not a huge difference in the numbers. But Will is the lowest. They are resistant to fire 10. You do know that. So keep that in mind.
That makes good sense.
They don't seem to have any weaknesses, but they do have immunity to bleed, paralyzed, poison, and sleep.
All makes sense.
But not precision.
Nope.
That's a bit surprising.
Well, there you go.
Yep. And AC 31.
Okay.
AC is fairly high, but...
All right, well, with that information gained, I'm going to also cast Warp Step. Increases my speed by 5, and I can stride twice.
How many actions is hypercognition?
1. I just double checked.
It's just 1.
That's great.
Yeah.
I thought it was like your whole turn or something. Holy crap.
Nope.
That's like the longest, in the
goodness.
best way possible. That's the longest single action I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
But it was fucking amazing.
It's so
You're just like,
good.
I know all the things.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, you can you cast Warp Step, so you can move. You can stride twice with a plus 5 bonus to your speed.
And that's also, I think, 1 action.
That's 2 actions.
It's
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
But you get the 2 strides out of it, too, so it's like,
Yeah.
kind of, pretty cool.
So you basically just got 8 actions out of 3 actions.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's pretty dope.
Good job.
Now I've got to remember what my speed is before the 5.
It
Why
should be
does it-
25.
There we go. So 30 and then difficult terrain. So what is it, 15 per stride then?
Yes.
Okay.
I never use difficult terrain, so
There is nothing wrong with using difficult terrain. It's awesome. It's a great thing to throw at PCs.
It's kind of perfect for this scenario because we have
Yeah.
victims at risk, and you're like, I gotta get there, I can't get there, fuck.
yep.
I
Yep.
look like I should be going really fast, but I get 30 whole feet. I'm pretty pooped. But yeah, I move 30 feet east, and that is Fennec's turn.
So I think we've said in previous episodes that when you use warp step, you are basically doing an Iceman, like you're shooting a line of ice in front of you and then sliding along it.
Yeah.
In this case, though, because the ground is covered in this like brackish water, you're basically just creating slush that you are then like trying to slide through. But in order to keep your balance, you have to, you can't move quite as far as you normally would.
That really nasty slush you see on the road in winter, it's just brown and just,
It's all brown, yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right. Next up is the C-stitch that is on the floor.
Come at me, bro. Come at me.
Don't.
I'm ready for you.
Oh, you activated his trap card.
So the C-stitched rushes up to you, splashing through the water as it gets to you, leaving the other three townsfolk behind. Do you have a reaction?
Yeah, I do. A large creature ends its movement adjacent to me. I can step to another space adjacent to it. So yeah, I will, it might not mean much, but I will step quickly to the north.
Hey, it's movement.
It's movement.
So he rushes up to you and he is going to stab his spear at you. So I'm going to say he's only making one attack, but I'm going to say that he rushes up to you and then stabs where you were standing.
Okay.
But then you like duck out of the way for a second, and then he looks around like where did you go? Except it comes out as like, rah, 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 rah. And then he attacks you with his spear.
Yeah, and somehow in unison, I'm like,
Yes. Does a 28 hit you?
no. No.
Oh shoot! Your AC is 29.
29,
okay.
baby.
So then that's actually sorry. I'm gonna take back that description so I can restate the description. He runs up and then stabs at you, but then you're not there. You're 5 feet over to the side.
Over here, big guy.
So that is his turn. Next up is the other C-stitch that is up on top of the up on the balcony.
No.
He is going to grab one of the townsfolk and toss them into the machine. You hear someone scream. The machine starts like you hear like pistons pumping. Maybe you don't know what pistons are or what that would sound like. You hear some sort of noise. You hear like this grinding, this like pumping sound, and you hear someone screaming from within. Now, it is important to note the screaming doesn't stop immediately. So it's not like he's immediately dead.
Yeah.
Just mostly dead.
He's just immediately screaming.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, pretty much. So now all of the people are going to go. The 3 people that were kind of abandoned by the first C-stitched are going to try to slosh through the water and get away.
Fly, you fools!
Do we know which one's Baker Johnson?
Give me a society check. Anyone who likes to make a society check.
I am very bad at this. Oh, natural 17 for 27. Not the worst, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 10, so no.
I'm searching for a similar visage to Sally Baker Johnson, but in adult male form and also weeping uncontrollably like a small baby.
Okay. So 10 from Ildana, 22 from Fennec, and a 27 from Benjil. Benjil, that man who was just thrown into the machine has had a striking familial resemblance to Sally Baker Johnson.
Son of a bitchin' Bob!
But it is noteworthy that I did point out he's still screaming.
We have to save the baker!
Just saying.
To save the baker. We're fighting an elemental, everyone. Just saying.
What about the butcher and the candlestick maker?
Here's the thing. As soon as I said, like, maybe if you can kill the 2 C-stitched, I was immediately like, well, shoot, then what the heck is this encounter going to be? So I had to think, like, okay.
I got you, Gabe. I got you. I busted that thing down.
Okay. And then the other 2 townsfolk are firmly held in its grip, so they are not able to do anything. But 3 of them are trying to get to safety. Ildana, it is your turn.
Ildana gets into like a deep horse stance, and like the arrows begin coming out of her back and circling very quickly, and all of them get coated with an aura of electricity just sparking between them. And she just grabs one and fires. I'm using Eldritch Shot, and it's going to be using Acid Splash, but I'm using it as electricity damage because I got it from that Elven ability.
Yeah.
Really? 24.
24 is going to be a miss.
I am hero pointing that because that was garbage.
Sure.
Really? 28.
A 28's a hit.
Oh, okay.
It's
Lucky.
Yeah, but still, seriously.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously.
better than a miss, you know.
I'm plus 20 to hit.
You rolled a natural 8. Get over it.
Oh, that was so garbage. All right.
You got slush in your boots. Come on.
Yep.
All right. Well, hopefully it's a big hit.
It probably will be. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it probably will be.
All right, so 15 points of piercing, 15 points of electrical, and 2 points of persistent electrical damage.
All right.
Hot damn.
So he's hanging in there. He is definitely bloodied. That C-stitched is not dead, but it is taken a good amount of damage.
Looking a bit rough, yeah.
Yes. And just to reiterate what these things look like, they are mostly crab. It's like a centaur where the horse body is mostly a crab body.
Like a hermit crab.
With humanoid body on top, but each part is like from a different creature.
Yeah.
So there'll be like, a human torso and then like an orc arm and then like maybe like a shark fin or something for one of its other arms and then so on and so on. Just these weird amalgamations of different sea creatures and humanoid creatures probably all just thrown into this machine and then spat out from the primordial soup that this machine is generating.
That's not good.
So it's your turn, Ildana?
Oh, yeah. That takes 3 actions.
Yeah. That's why a hit is much better than a miss on that.
Yes.
All right, Benjil, your turn.
Okay, so this guy just took a bit of a pummeling. Mm-hmm. So I am going to shoot. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a bit of a risk here, and I'm gonna use slam down on this creature.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm gonna swing to hit with my big old bastard sword, two-handed, which is a 27 to hit.
27 is a hit.
Oh, okay, all right. So rolling damage.
That's so much damage.
Nice.
38 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay, 38 points damage. And does that ability also try to knock them prone?
It does, yeah, but I have to roll for it.
You don't need a roll because he actually has a condition that has come up a few times in this campaign that we like to call super prone.
Okay, yeah, no, I've heard about this, yeah.
He is dead.
Okay.
The bird is dead.
So I was really hoping to knock it prone and just keep running, leave it for the rest of them. But that is two action commitment.
Sure.
To try and slam down. But yeah, super prone. Half its body goes into the sludge. Yeah.
Sure. Tell you what, if you can make an athletics check, I will let you kind of vault off of this dead C-stitched in front of you.
Sure.
And then you can make your remaining action at your full movement speed instead of dealing with a difficult
You are
terrain.
a generous GM. I love it.
I did something like that in our
So
introductory adventure.
Yeah, I'm a master at athletics, so this is like my shtick.
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh, I rolled real low, 25.
That is the DC for a master basic DC. So
Yes. Okay, so how much do I
go
move
ahead
here?
and move your full movement if you would like.
Okay, full movement, no difficult terrain.
No, just for this one action,
So I'll move. I just slam down and vault myself over like a pole vaulter over
Pretty
this thing's corpse and land 30 feet forward towards the machine. And I'm not within reach of it though, which is very disappointing for me.
Sorry.
I'm probably just going to keep moving up to it, but I would like to perception check a way to turn it off. I don't know if you want that to be instead of moving as an action.
That's a good question.
Like, I will look out for a way to turn it off first, but if I can't, I will rerunning to attack it.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna say it would take an action to do that.
Okay.
So you can either move closer or.
Yeah, I'm moving closer
Make
then.
perception check.
I'm gunning it. I'm a bit reckless in this moment.
Okay.
Because I gotta save Baker Johnson, and that'll be my turn.
So you are for your next turn. You will start your next turn within reach of the machine if you
Yes.
do want to attack it or
That'll be
look
it.
for a lever or something.
We'll see. Maybe I'll roll one of the famous Gabe decision checks.
The ones that always come out as a 10 or an 11.
Yeah.
All right. So that was Benjil. Next up is Fennec.
All right. I cast Warp Step again
Okay.
to move the 30 feet additionally. And then I'm going to stride again.
Okay.
Can I ask a quick question? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up?
Has it been an hour since that last fight?
It has. Yeah.
Awesome.
At least an hour because like you guys took some time to heal up, and then I think and then going across the, taking the boats and everything.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm just making sure.
Oh yeah, I was going under the impression that I wouldn't have any of my focus points back.
Oh yeah, no, you would have your focus points back.
All right, that is Fennec's turn.
All right. The other Sea Stitched is panicking a little bit because these pesky adventurers have taken out his buddy and are getting closer now.
And he would have got away with it too.
In Mother Russia, Buddy takes out himself.
So first, he's going to spend an action. You notice now, maybe your characters noticed it earlier. Maybe you were a little preoccupied with everything, all the other stuff that was going on. There's actually a door right behind him. He's up on this balcony in front of a door. He spends his first action to bang on that door a couple times with one of his many arms. And then after that, he is going to move. He kind of has to squeeze his way down these stairs.
Fucking dealing with monster middle management up in here. Boss, they're at the door.
It actually looks like the Sea Stitch is having some difficulty going up and down these stairs because the stairs are kind of narrow. So the stairs count as difficult terrain for him. So, it's kind of like you guys are dealing with similar problems.
Oh no.
That's his turn. The other, the townsfolk, the two up on the balcony are just kind of going to hide in the corner. The three that ran away elsewhere are also going to hide in a different corner. You do still hear Baker Johnson screaming. So he's still alive. But you do hear the machine is sounds like it's starting to maybe ramp up some kind of operation. So
okay,
do something, please.
Great.
Do these things have a climb speed?
Apparently not.
It doesn't look like it. They've got other speeds, but not a climb speed.
Fair enough. I'm pro GM, by the way.
Sure.
Oh, trust me, I do the same thing. I just like the rules to be correct because they're supposed to be correct.
Yeah, same here. Freeman, Chris, and myself are all
Insane.
Yeah.
I was going to say pro GM or experienced GMs. So, no offense, Alan.
Yeah.
None taken.
Yeah, but screwing yourself over actively because it's not right.
Yeah.
is insane.
That's fair enough. Just it's not fun when you win because because we broke the rules.
Yeah, because then you didn't really do anything. It was just
Top of the round, Ildana.
All right. Well, the first thing I have to do is use my cloak because
that'll let you get around the difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm. I gonna do my 2 strikes. Hopefully it looks good. Nope.
Oh boy.
There's a 37?
37 is the damage of 2 hits.
Gotta be a crit. Yeah.
So it's like you instead of missing on that was 21 on the first hit, instead of missing on the first hit and hitting on and critting on the second, it's like you hit twice.
Awesome. All right.
Nice.
So this is what happens.
You only have to roll once.
Yeah.
Her cape flares out and forms green crystalline dragon wings for a second, and she flies forward quickly as she knocks 2 arrows at the same time and lets them fly. The first one completely misses its mark. It goes too high. And the second one, hopefully it buries itself pretty well. Yeah, I rolled pretty terrible damage, 34.
34 is still...
34 is terrible for her. Trust me.
So bad. Just
I know her
awful.
damage potential. It's
actually quite bad.
Yeah. So this that arrow goes off and deals a big chunk of damage to it. It is not bloodied, but because it hadn't taken any damage before that. But still, 34 damage, nothing to sneeze at.
But you get your critical specialization?
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh,
I do get that.
We always forget.
I always forget.
We
it.
always
It's right
forget
in the
that.
chat, friends. It's right in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't see the chat technically.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. So it's really the fault lies with the rest of us.
This thing is now stuck to the surface where it's standing. Yeah.
Okay, so you fire off the second arrow, and it pierces straight through part of this thing's hard carapace, and actually pins its leg to the stairs.
Nice.
So for the time being, at least, it would have to make an athletics check to move.
Sweet.
So that was Ildana's turn. Next up is Benjil.
Okay.
So there's this big machine in front of you. There is also the sea-stitched pin to the stairs. about 15 feet from you.
Benjil will have the presence of mind because of Fennec's hypercognition and presumed announcement of all the information in quick succession.
Yeah, sure.
That this thing has the potential enemy in this machine has a very large aura and danger zone, and that will affect still the people we're trying to save. So with the presence of mind, I will try to find a non-hostile action to shut down the machine, though I will only spend one action doing so.
Okay.
So perception?
Give me either perception or arcana, whichever you prefer.
Perception it is.
Why do you hate us? Why do you hate us, Foundry?
So that is a natural 1.
That I will not be spending a hero point on.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I want Gabe to give me something awful, basically.
I'm going to say that you see that there is a slot on the side of the machine through which you can see there's like maybe like a vortex of like magical energy or something. And you get the image in your head of like a key would be inserted into this slot and then like pulled down. And you don't have the key, obviously, but you do have the Blade of Lathander in your hand. And it looks to be about the same size as that slot.
I knew you were going to say that. I just knew it.
That's a great natural 1 thought.
Thank you.
I love it. Yeah, there is the opening. It needs to be accessed. Drive the blade in.
All right.
What do you want me to do here?
There's a
Give me an attack roll.
there's a sizzle and a sharp
I mean, it's an
snap.
inanimate object, so like
Sure.
missing isn't really an option, but you know, degrees of success.
38.
Okay.
Where were you before? Huh?
For real?
Mr. 17?
Roll critical damage.
Critical damage. Oh, here we go. 62.
62. That is too many damage on a regular attack.
That's a lot of damage.
With no extra bonuses.
So you've got this idea in your head. You think to yourself, okay, well, I got a key right here, you know? So you grab this sword, you raise it above your head, you plunge it into this slot in the side of the machine, and there's resistance. Like you cut through something. You pull down with that blade, and as you do, bolts of magical energy pour out of the slot that you've just rent your blade through. In addition, the noise that this machine is making, this like whirring, this like rhythmic like pounding sound, all of it stops except for there's like a grinding noise that's going on in there too. The grinding noise peters out a little bit. It gets louder and then peters out, and cracks start to show up throughout the machine, and this magical energy is just pouring out of the cracks. And you hear something said by the Sea Stitched that is up on the stairs, frantically trying to pull his leg free. And you don't speak, I'm assuming you don't speak Thalassic, correct?
I barely speak Halfling.
Only on the weekends.
You get the distinct impression that you just learned a Thalassic swear word, because this Sea Stitched is looking terrified as the machine in front of you explodes.
Okay.
How much damage do we take?
Everybody within the aura, give me a reflex save. It's not going to be a ton, but you know, let's go ahead with
That is
something.
everybody, right?
Yes, that is actually everybody.
Okay.
I rolled bad. It's a 23, 7 on the die.
Ouch. Also a 23 for Fennec.
I got a 25.
We all did so well, guys.
What kind of damage we looking at, Gabe? In an explosion.
Bludgeoning. 3 damage. Not very much. Not very much at all.
Does the screaming continue?
No, actually, the screaming stops.
Ah, God damn it.
So this machine explodes. All 3 of you, as well as the Sea Stitch that's up on the stairs, you all succeeded on the save. The Sea Stitch actually like hides, he like retreats into his carapace for a moment there. And the rest of the 3 of you, like, the explosion was not what you were expecting. You were expecting like something horrible, but this machine explodes, and pieces of it go flying, and that's what the damage is just like little bits of shrapnel fly off and hit everybody that is within range of it.
Yeah, there's debris, and Ildana kind of like does a Dark Souls glitch.
Okay.
It kind of avoids everything.
So you just do a dodge roll at the right moment,
Yeah.
and then you activate your iframes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Evasion.
have evasion.
Yep. Evasion.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
However, you do see the limp form of Baker Johnson get thrown against the wall. He's not screaming. He's not moving. Maybe he's dead. Maybe he's alive. Who knows? Someone who wants to spend an action to determine that can do so at your leisure. However, in the wreckage of the machine is a huge size category form of energy, this like humanoid-ish water and arcane energy shape, and it looks pissed.
It looks like the most badass Pokemon you've ever seen.
Yes.
As a free action, Ildana points at the Stitched and says, "It was him."
give me a bluff check or a deception check.
Okay.
Oh, and here's a question. I mean, while you're making this check, let me just ask you: do you speak Thalassic?
Hell no.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. But hey,
I know.
yeah, give
I speak scholastic.
me a deception. See what happens. I
17.
on my screen, I thought that was gonna be a natural 20 for a second. I was gonna be like, shoot,
Me too.
I gotta do something about this. All right. It does not appear to have understood you. So, Benjil, I think you still have one action left, correct?
He shits himself.
If you're ruling my attack on the machine was only a single action, then yep.
Yeah, just single action.
In that case,
You're not within melee range of anything, so I don't know what you can do with that action, but
yeah. What I can do, because you generously allowed me to alter my background feats a bit because of the theme I was going for, I do have Intimidating Glare.
oh, okay.
So I'm not sure when this thing goes in the order. I don't think I get to know that, do I, right now?
Oh, I guess not.
But I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot anyway. I'm going to give it Intimidating Glare because as far as I know, it's not mindless and it is not immune to fear effects. And I can do it without needing to know the language.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, give me an intimidation check, and that's against its will DC, correct?
Will DC, yep.
Yeah.
I didn't. 25. But will's low,
25.
so
25 is not going to succeed.
damn it.
If you have a hero point and would like to use it, you can. Otherwise,
No, I'm not using it for that. No, not happening.
Okay.
'Cause I would if I knew the initiative order, but I don't. So
sure. And because theoretically you could have extrapolated this if you remembered what the numbers were that I said earlier,
Yeah.
its will DC is 29. So
oh shit. Okay.
not quite high enough. Like
Yeah.
theoretically you could have done it, but you'd have to roll a 12.
But you did say it was a CR 11 or level 11. So
Yeah. All right, that's Benjil's turn.
That's me.
Fennec is next. So Fennec, this machine has just exploded, and you see this huge spirit of the machine in its place.
You know what you need to do, boy.
Indeed. I know it has that 31 AC,
Yeah, its AC is pretty high.
but its fortitude was also decent, right? So
Its fortitude was somewhere between a 22 and a 19.
we're going to cast Ignition, and we are going to take energy away from that, so it'll do cold instead of fire.
Okay.
36.
36 is a hit.
Okay, so the elemental will take 13 cold damage from that ignition.
Okay. So you just like summon this snap of ice inside the spirit of the machine's form, and it takes 13 points of damage. And taking this damage, it turns and locks eyes with you for the moment.
That's going to trigger my entropic wheel.
Okay.
So I get one little mote on there.
One mote.
And, I better cast shield on myself. How about we do that?
Not a bad idea.
That's Fennec's turn.
Next up is the spirit of the machine.
No, it doesn't want to turn.
So
It's shy.
the first thing that it's going to do is it is going to attack Benjil. Because Benjil is within its reach. This one does have reach listed.
Yeah. Good
Its
call.
reach is
Yeah.
more than 10 feet.
Yeah.
I'll say you can determine that much.
No doubt in my mind. Yeah.
So Benjil, a wave of water, like the water that makes up the floor, rises up in front of you and slams itself into you and gets a 38 on its attack roll.
Is
that a crit?
Not a crit.
It's not okay, right? Because yours is
barely.
29.
Yeah,
29.
not a crit.
Just barely. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
God, what did you roll? Oh no, I'm scared.
So this thing slams into you, and you take 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, hasn't scared me yet.
And you are pushed 10 feet.
Oh, bastard. Okay.
The spirit of the machine, though, will then move, and it seems unhindered by any of the difficult terrain this room would generate.
Surprising no one.
It moves right up in Fennec's face and is going to attack Fennec with its second attack. 24.
That's a miss.
24 is a miss. So it doesn't even because it doesn't really have legs. It's kind of just it's like a torso and arms and a head. It just kind of floats towards you, and the water under it rises up to meet it and to move it forward. And as it does, similar to how the water of the floor attacked Benjil, the water of the floor rises up from around you, Fennec, from every direction, and tries to close in on you. But you are ready for this, and you hop backwards just in time to dodge its attack.
Yes.
And that is its turn. Next up is the Sea Stitched. The Sea Stitched is going to spend an action to free itself from being immobilized.
Pinned to the catwalk, you silly fool.
As long as it doesn't get a natural 1, I think it will succeed. Okay. So it pulls itself free. It's actually gonna run back to the top of the balcony and start banging on that door again.
Good call, buddy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually.
That's its turn.
These motherfuckers are serious. Let me out of here.
Get me out of here.
Next up is the people. The people around the room, all of them have taken some amount of damage from the debris. I am going to roll something though. Okay. And that is the people's turn, the townsfolk's turn. Next up is Ildana. So you see this huge elemental creature is advancing on Fennec and has just knocked away Benjil. What do you do?
Ildana looks like she's about to run, and her form shimmers for a second, and the shimmering silvery form that was overlaid over hers rushes out at the elemental.
Okay.
And grows to about its size and gives it a bear hug.
Oh, okay.
That was just Sure Strike.
Sure.
I'm casting Sure Strike, and then it is double shot on it.
Cool.
Ooh.
The first one I get to roll twice.
Yeah.
A 15 and a 13. I'm taking the 15.
So a 33 total, that is a hit.
Yeah. And the second shot is 35.
That is also a hit.
Nice.
All right. 2 hits. It's a red letter round for me. Oh, baby. I do 32 points of damage. Why do I keep just doing 30 points of damage in my round?
One of those rolls was pretty bad.
Hey, don't scoff at consistency, okay? As long as there's progress.
True. So yeah, the shimmering form of you holds this elemental in place, and then you fire off 2 arrows, the first of which has that benefit of it kind of being, locked as a dead target. And the arrows bury themselves into this thing. You see the electricity arc around inside its translucent body, and it lets out this wordless roar as it takes this damage. It is not happy about getting hit by electrical arrows.
There's more where that came from, and he'll give it to you.
Amazing.
There you go. So that's your turn.
Yep.
Next up is Benjil.
Okay. The action economy is...
Yeah, because you're really at your best when you have all 3 actions right next to an enemy, aren't you?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Like right now I could do things.
That's
Shit.
good to know.
Yeah.
The things you could do.
The things I could do. I think it's going to make the most sense to finally spell strike again for the first time in a while. So I'm going to move up and spell strike.
Okay.
And I will do so with... What did Fennec hit it with recently? Cold?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Hang on a second. I just realized I don't know if I could have pushed you, actually. Hold on.
Okay.
I thought it automatically pushed on a hit but it looks like that actually takes an additional action.
Oh, so I could still be right here.
That's weird.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. So you started your round within melee range of it,
That makes a big difference. Yeah. Okay.
Well, then you actually would have been, because it would have moved past you then.
And I would have got a reactive strike.
So you would have gotten a reactive strike if you wanted to take one.
I'm okay if you don't want to wheel it all the way back there. I don't mind. But
I mean, I want to play by the book. Go ahead and take a reactive strike.
Okay. A little retroactive reaction.
Nice.
That's a 40 to hit.
That's a crit.
40 is... Guess what, Chris? 40 is not a crit.
Not a crit. No, I knew it wouldn't
Its
be.
AC is 31, so it would be a 41.
Yeah.
Natural 19.
See, well, because here's the thing. I was about to say, tell you what, you're in the same spot. You don't have to move, but you don't get the reactive strike. But I don't want to pick and choose which rules So that's not a crit.
Okay.
That is a hit.
Regular hit, terrible damage, 18.
Ooh, terrible damage. Okay, I'll take
terrible damage. Yeah. We'll go ahead and start up my turn within melee range. The first thing I will do,
if I can say one thing, when you hit it that time, you notice that there is actually already a wound that looks like it came from your sword.
Oh, fancy that.
So you think at least some of the damage you did to the machine also applied to the elemental.
Oh, okay. A very nice touch, Gabe. You get a hero point.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. Oh, then I'm going to have it...
I will... it's not usable. It's not usable.
Shoot.
What we call, on Stemming the Tide, a cam point. You get a cam point, actually. Okay. So what I'll do here is go ahead and quickly cast Sure Strike.
Okay.
And then I will use... No, I can't use that. I'm just going to use a classic Spell Strike.
Okay.
I will follow Fennec's lead with a Ray of Frost, so get some more frost damage in. Swing and attack, but rolling twice.
Sure.
Oh, damn it.
We're very good. A 38 and a 39.
39.
Both are very good.
You gotta be joking.
Yeah. So close.
Okay, regular damage, so 26 slashing with the broadsword, or the bastard sword, and then that's an additional 16 frost damage.
All right.
In a big ol' swipe.
I'll say this elemental is bloodied.
All right, then. That'll be me.
So that was Benjil. Next up is Fennec.
Fennec goes Psychic Saiyan, unleashing his psyche. Then Fennec will... I have to add energy to this one if I use another one of my given psychic spells. So I'm going to direct this fire damage ignition at the Sea Stitched.
Okay.
And let's amp it up.
Ooh. Oh, please amp it up. One of the best psychic moments that will never see the light of day was when we did chapter 3 of Troubles in Otari.
Oh, yeah.
And Cam managed to pull off a 2-round inner radiance torrent through a doorway on several ogres. It was amazing.
Nice. That's awesome.
So that's a 29 against the Sea Stitched, correct?
Yeah.
That is a hit.
So this will be... 47 damage, 46 of it being fire, 1 cold, and then an additional 5 fire on the Sea Stitched.
He's actually immune to that additional 5 fire by virtue of being dead.
As being a corpse, yeah.
Well, I thought it was resistant to fire. Oh my god.
No, the Sea Stitch, not the elemental.
The Sea Stitch. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But that is.
No, the elemental's still kicking in there.
Oh damn. Okay. I thought you picked the wrong target. I was like, what's going on?
No, because Fennec kind of has to every round switch between fire and ice.
Right.
And so I think he was using fire on the Sea Stitch to get rid of something. While still, using the spell.
I was literally thinking earlier, I got to look up Entropic Wheel. I don't understand how it works, just by having already listened to the show.
Sure, yeah. So that's a cantrip that once it's used, every time Fennec uses a fire or cold spell, he gains a thing that makes all of his future fire or cold spells deal an additional point of the opposite element.
Oh,
so
okay.
Every fire spell deals a few points of cold. Every cold spell deals a few points of fire.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and then it grows the more of those you do.
I dig it. Yeah, that's really neat.
Yeah.
I think I can have 5 max motes maybe right now.
I think so. It's like whatever your max level of spell.
Sweet. That's cool. That's really cool.
Yep. right, so that's your turn, Fennec.
That is Fennec's turn.
So the spirit of the machine lets out a roar, and then you see it become an elemental tsunami like the creature name would envision. Everybody give me a fortitude save as this thing expands into this 100-foot diameter storm. No other way to put it. Storm.
Fennec gets a 34.
34, good job.
That's a good job.
Benjil gets a 29.
Holy shit.
Fennec is the only one that succeeded. What is going on here?
Yeah, but I actually rolled something that wasn't a crit failure. I'm happy.
That's a win.
For my saves, it is.
So, this thing turns into this storm and just basically fills almost the whole room with this whirling torrent of water and magical energy. Everybody that failed, which is Benjil and Ildana, and basically all of the townsfolk, takes 33 points of damage.
Okay.
Fennec takes half of that.
It's
Ouch.
just 33. That's not bad.
I'm still getting beaten and battered.
Are we blasted back this time?
If you failed the save, you are pushed 20 feet.
Okay, what happens when I'm like up against the railing of a staircase? And or
That's-
roots out of the wall.
I thought I remember there being something like if you get pushed and you hit a surface, you take damage equal to like as if you had fallen or something. Is that a rule or is that...
As far as I know, it's something like if you hit the wall that, like, I usually just roll, it's like if you didn't move very far, then it's like a 1d6. You could do like a 1d6 per 5 feet of movement or something like that.
Okay.
If you wanted to do fall damage, it's like, you know, basically half the movement is the damage you take. So if you move 10, you take 5. If you move 20, you take 10. But it depends on how far you actually move.
I hate rolling fall damage.
Yeah.
I think that's cruel to do to DMs to make them roll fall damage. I think fall damage should be static.
Well, in Pathfinder 2e, it is static.
It is
just,
static,
It's half
yeah.
of the distance.
Yeah. As long as the distance is like beyond 10 feet or something like that. It's half.
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to do instead, Freeman. I'm going to... It pushes you along that wall instead of...
Okay.
So you don't take any damage, but you just get knocked back 20 feet. So Ildana also gets knocked back. And Fennec, you are still right up in this thing's grill because you made your save.
Yeah.
It has one action left. So, oh, well, I mean, I guess it can attack. And there is a
No.
person within
No.
melee range of it.
Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Listen, Fennec is half man, half amazing. He should not be going after him like that.
So that is a 40 against Fennec's AC.
Oh, no.
That's a miss in this.
Oh, it's a miss. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
'cause-
My mistake.
Oh, yeah, 41 AC, obviously.
I crit myself.
Okay, Fennec crits himself. I rolled pretty bad, actually, but that
Fennec
is
invokes the power of bullshit.
44 points of bludgeoning damage. So
Holy sheep shit.
as this thing is reforming, so it exploded into this just huge, I keep wanting to say blizzard, and it's not a blizzard. This hurricane of water just spinning around this room. As it reforms with a fist coming right down onto Fennec. And it deals 44 points of damage. Can't push you, unfortunately, but
Ouch.
deals a ton of damage to you. And that's its turn. So next up is all of the people.
Them dead.
Yeah, probably. So that is their turn. Ildana, it's your turn.
All right, I am going to make an attack and pray. But Ildana begins pulling strings of Mother back, and the further back the strings, her bowstring goes, she starts growing really thick purple fur on her forearms.
Okay.
And she lets loose an arrow that it forms like a lion's head, almost a spectral purple lion's head, as it flies to the elemental and bites down on it.
Is that gouging claw?
Yep.
Okay.
Gouging claw with eldritch shot. I rolled a 35.
The 35 is a hit. Oh, dang.
41 damage, and they take persistent bleeding.
It is actually immune to bleed, so it does not.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
All right.
Saw that one coming.
Yeah.
Good effort, though.
So Ildana has just fired these, this magic into this thing, this big lion or tiger or whatever he said. Whatever animal he
Giraffe.
said it was. The spectral giraffe bites into this elemental. The elemental, I don't know how much your character knows about elementals, but this elemental is not looking great. The magical energy that is fusing with the water in its form is like pouring out. There's water pouring out of parts of it. There's magical energy pouring out of other parts of it. It is very, very wounded. So, Benjil, it is your turn.
Okay, Benjil is going to... This thing's not looking great. The actual positioning in this fight has been really tough for me, especially given I've made a no-int Magus. that's the big one. It's all on me, more or less. I will stride to the creature 15 feet. A focus spell, Thunderous Strike. This is not like my most ideal approach to this, but I'm going for it anyway. So I'm going to roll an attack roll. That's a 32 to hit.
That's a hit.
32 is a hit.
Okay, I will deal 30 points of damage. And then in a 15-foot cone, this creature needs to make a fortitude save.
All right. Fortitude 33.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, that's going to definitely be a success, but not a crit success, thankfully. So you're going to take 3 sonic damage.
Okay.
And then I will now finally enter an arcane cascade stance.
And so I'm sorry, how much damage did you do total?
30 slashing and 3 sonic.
Well, Freeman, if you would like to describe killing the spirit of the machine, be my guest.
Benjil's just charging through this slushy water. It's nearly up to his knees because apparently Gabe has decided I have very short legs.
Anyway,
it's a bit rude, but there I'm like trudging through as best I can, sword up in the air. I'm like, you're about to become 3 separate molecules instead of 3 conjoined ones, you dihydrogen oxide bastard. And just goes for a big slash. And this big wave of sonic energy washes out, and it just explodes this thing into tiny, tiny droplets and globules, and just separating it from any contact from any molecule or any chemical or whatever the word is for it.
So I just want to point something out.
Yeah.
What are these molecules you speak of?
Hold on. So in the previous episode, Benjil didn't know what a pyramid was.
But he knows what molecules
he knows the chemical composition of water.
He heard it somewhere. He's just picked up along the way. There's no rhyme or reason to Benjil's knowledge.
I just thought it was worth mentioning.
He's what you know. It's what you call the great regurgitator.
Okay, so Benjil has just killed the elemental. Fennec, it is your turn.
Check on the cook.
Well,
hopefully he's alive.
Baker Johnson. It's the reason we're here.
I'm going to warp step.
Oh, sorry. One thing before you take your turn. Upon killing the elemental,
it dries out.
The water drains out of the room. I mean, it's been draining out the whole time, but it's also been replenishing from this, elemental. So there's now no longer any difficult terrain.
Woo.
Nice. Yay, just in time for us not to be in danger.
Yep. Of course, I can't alter the map to make it, so just ignore the map.
This is the worst session ever.
This is the way.
You didn't make 2 maps?
I'm going to check on the sausage roll guy.
Okay. Give me a medicine check.
Didn't we have a short, angry guy who used to do this for us?
28.
28. So I guess here's a question. You're just checking to see if he's still alive?
Yeah, and I mean, what does he look like? Does he have some stitched parts on him now? Is he...
No, he's got all sorts of cuts and abrasions all over him. He also looks to have suffered quite a blow from both being knocked against the wall and also from that tsunami that just happened, 30 feet away from him a moment ago. I mean, he's still in one piece. He's still human. And I'll tell you that with that medicine check, he's still alive, but He's at some degree of dying.
Quick, check his pockets for the best recipes he has.
Our crystals that we use for healing, can we administer those to somebody else?
I think I have said, at some point I have said yes.
So that's what I would do, is use my second charge
Yeah.
of my healing crystal on the baker.
Okay, so because time is of the essence, you basically grab it from your pocket and just slam it into his chest. And as this glowing cracked crystal that, because you've already used it once, so it's got all these cracks all over, you slam it into his chest and it explodes in this burst of energy, and he lets out this gasp. He breathes in for like the first time in several rounds, and he lurches up for a moment and then collapses back against the wall, and then he looks over at you, and his eyes like just barely peek open, and he croaks out the words,
Rosebud.
My daughter. Is she all right?
Yep.
Sorry, Rosebud got me. Totally got
It is not Rosebud.
I'm sorry.
It was barely audible, but oh my god.
And then Fennec was just like, yep.
She's good. She's good.
Good. And then he passes out. He is alive, but he is unconscious.
But just like, who's his daughter?
He comes back to consciousness just for a moment, and he's like, Sally Baker Johnson.
That's strange, because
Sally Baker
I
Johnson.
thought that your name was Baker Johnson and her name was Sally Baker Johnson, so I assumed that was a hyphenated last name and your first name was Baker and you were totally and completely unrelated.
My parents pushed me into baking because of my name.
That doesn't really
You can
explain
see
the
they-
name
Those are
conundrum,
very
does it?
uncreative parents.
They both have that same sausage roll nose, you know.
They should
So.
be flogged. While all that was going on, Ildana is going out and trying to get the boats ready so that we can just make a beeline out of this place, because we got to get these civilians back, especially since they're humans.
We still got that door that got banged on, though.
So Ildana basically... So Ildana has left to go. I don't know if she said what she was leaving to go do.
Oh, yeah, she definitely told everybody she's getting the boats together. So as soon as they get those guys up on their feet, we're getting the fuck out of here, because this is no place for a civilian.
Do we have enough space in 2 boats for everyone?
Well, assuming everyone is alive, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Because I want that helps. Because I want to know if we should try to fashion a makeshift raft out of these barrels and shit we have in this room. We have resources here.
Fennec knows you could probably perform a complex magical ritual to rebuild that machine, and then use the machine to create more sludge, and then maybe throw creatures in there and turn them into monsters.
No, I think we're good on that.
I think I'm good.
I think let's not.
Listeners, I'm giving Gabe the most cocked eyebrow I can, especially given that he already said any rituals are out of the scope of this adventure.
That's true. That is
So
true.
I'm a bit confused why he's backtracking on that.
Does it give me power? I'll be a sea-stitched.
Is there a? Yeah, there was a passable amount of vegetation on this island, right?
Yeah, it was all like kind of sickly from the pollution, but
Yeah.
it's there.
Okay, here's what I really need
Okay.
from the beach. I need seaweed that's not super flimsy and some driftwood.
Okay, and sorry, what's your goal?
My goal is to make a tow raft, just a quick basic raft, like the crappy log ones you make when you go to summer camp, just to drag behind us with people on it.
Sure, I didn't ever do that when I was at summer camp, but give me a craft check.
All right.
Ildana has to get to the extraction point. See if she can make this raft. On Naked and Afraid.
We're gonna try, because... Oh, no, I did not.
I mean, you made something.
I ended up with a pile of sticks.
You made a pile of sticks, yes.
Yeah, because I am +0, so I'm assuming just to make a basic raft, that would be like a 15.
Yeah, I was looking at the basic trained DC is 15. So Ildana's working on that outside. So back here in the pyramid, Fennec and Benjil, what are you doing?
I guess gathering these terrified, timid townsfolk, commoners, and trying to convince them to re-enter the teleportation circle and get to the beach.
Yeah, so terrified isn't quite the word I would use to describe any of them. Give me a medicine check.
One medicinal check coming in.
Oh my god, the baker's the only one still alive.
28.
They are all dead. All of them except for Baker Johnson. And that's only because I treated him like a PC and he was at dying 3.
Oh no.
Way. He's a guild
man.
master. He's a croissant master is what he is.
Croissant.
It's not a guild master. There's in Foundry there was like a bunch of pre-generated PCs. I basically picked one of them and
Yeah.
I even gave him a hero point.
He's
and
a
he used a hero
badass.
point and got a lower result on his
See, I don't like that. I think the minimum you should be able to get when you spend a hero point is 10. I think it's bullshit
yeah.
to spend a hero point and then you roll and it's like fucking lower. It's bullshit.
I can see both sides. So anyway, it appears that the only, you really only need room on a boat for 4 people. I mean, I guess unless you want to bring the bodies with you, which I maybe do.
Yeah, we definitely want to bring the bodies with us.
Yeah, I suppose we would.
We could send the local fishers back here to collect. We could put them on the beach and just like let the fishers come back and collect them. We lost some boats along the way. We're under little obligation. I think we're doing them a favor.
Yeah, no.
I'm laughing because I think that's ridiculous, but Benjil doesn't.
I'm gonna insist that we take the bodies back with us so they can get a proper burial and they're respected.
Yeah, as long as we've got room for them.
Because these are all humans, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So unless somebody is going to argue with Ildana to leave the people here.
We pile all the corpses into the back boat and then squeeze 4 people in the front boat.
Sure.
Oh yeah,
You can do that.
Yeah, that's totally acceptable.
Manageable,
I mean,
yeah.
shit, dead people don't complain. They're luggage at this point.
And then immediate Viking funeral.
Let's not do that.
Ignite, 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 ignite.
Let's not do that.
Okay, so I'll just ask, is there anything else any of you are going to do here on the island apart from just packing up the people and leaving?
There was a door. There was a door.
Yeah, that the dude
Yeah.
kept banging on.
There was a door.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it, but I am curious if anybody is doing anything about that door.
It took me a second.
I've been watching it.
But yeah, and they were trying to escape into said door.
I don't know if we can. We'll have to do it on a return trip because the first priority is to actually get the civvies back, and the one civvy that's alive is almost dead.
You say that, but as we're gathering the bodies, which is a quite concerted effort, Benjil totally walks off and checks the door.
Oh yeah, true. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So you just go up and you just like try to open the door?
Oh, I mean, I'll give it a listen first.
Okay. Give me a perception check then.
30.
Okay, with a 30, you put your ear up to it and you can hear someone like muttering or rambling on the other side of the door. It's like really fast-paced words. You can like it's not like art. It's not you don't hear like spell casting. You recognize certain words, but it's like really fast and really frantic. So you don't. It's hard to piece together exactly what they're saying, but you do definitely hear there is someone like right on the other side of this door.
Okay. So, if I recall correctly, Ildana was the one who left first, and then to some degree, it is me and Fennec that are gathering the bodies.
Correct.
Yeah.
And yeah,
correct?
while you were even checking the bodies that were up on the balcony, we could say
Yeah.
that's when this happened.
Okay. And I'll call down to Fennec, like, Fennec, there's a little something behind here. I'm muttering of some sort. Person? Not sure. Might be worth a look.
Well, that creature thought he was going to get some help from it. Whatever's on the other side. But yeah,
If not help, at least some sort of refuge.
I'm down to take a look. Hippity hop.
And we might two-person this door kicking. Shall we?
Give it a go.
Sword in hand. Sword in both hands. I will boot the door down.
With those 12-inch inseam.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Okay. natural one.
That's what I'm talking
For a
about.
22.
You take 5 points of damage as you kick this door.
That's my
and
bum knee.
hurt your leg.
Oh, no. Do you want to try?
I mean, you could try again. I just...
No.
Because the thing about checks like this is it's like there's nothing stopping you from trying multiple times. So
Yeah.
the only purpose of having a roll is really to see either how long it takes or
Yeah.
if something bad happens while you're trying to do it. That's not much better. That is a 2.
just
Well,
rolled a
actually, still, that's a
natural
23. You don't take any damage this time, but you kick the door and it doesn't open. So like this is taking you a few tries and is making a lot of noise.
Oh, now my other knee's overcompensating.
All right, I'm gonna kick it.
Oh, it hurts.
I'm gonna kick
okay,
it.
please. Oh, Fennec, help me. I'm not good at this.
Oh, neither is Fennec.
I roll a 23 as well.
That is a 23 as well.
This is the most solid door I've ever seen in my entire life.
Door is made out of metal.
I give you a
anger.
throwback to the Kevin Costner, Robin Hood and Prince of Thieves, the Morgan Freeman line, "Damned English oak." just can't get through it.
So yeah, both of you have tried kicking this door open. It hasn't budged. You actually recall a large creature trying to, bang on the door earlier, and nothing happened with that either. I will mention that you noticed that the muttering has stopped, however.
Of course.
Of course.
So if there was some element of surprise, it has been lost.
Fennec, I think we've interrupted
May have goofed.
and cautioned whatever's behind there. Perhaps we should abandon the quest?
I mean, all that racket, if I didn't hear all that.
Well, that's true.
But we don't see... We know that there was more villagers than this. Maybe there's some behind the door.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay, I'll actually call out. I'll get right into the seam of the door if I can. Like, hello? Is anyone from the town of... Insert town name here.
Flan.
Flan? Is anyone from the town of Flan available for rescuing?
Give me a persuasion check.
And by that you mean diplomacy.
Or sorry, I'm sorry, diplomacy. I keep confusing the terms between
You got the old
D&D
school.
and
Yeah, I
Pathfinder,
know.
sorry.
Yeah. 29.
So you say this, and then after like kind of like a really long, after like maybe like 10 seconds of silence, you hear the voice that was muttering a minute ago. You hear the voice say, "I am from Flan, and Flan shall be destroyed." And then it just goes back to muttering. It resumes the muttering that it was muttering earlier. "I will destroy Flan. I shall create the race of freshwater Sahuagin. And I shall guide them. I shall lead them along the moon sea. And he's just muttering and muttering and muttering.
Oh, we have someone who's betrayed the town.
Yup. This is probably that guy we heard about.
I feel like I should roll a sense motive, maybe? You think that?
Yeah, if you want to, go for it. Either that or maybe society, if you have society.
28.
I remember them telling us about somebody that disappeared.
So you recall that originally this pyramid was created or owned or something by there was like some sort of an evil magic user that lived here that was trying to like create various sea creatures and also polluted the moon sea and was doing all sorts of weird alchemical stuff, but was supposedly killed by the heroes of Flan. So maybe someone carrying on their work or something. Who knows?
Fennec, I think we should see it through.
We should.
Ildana, are you back? Echoes across the cavern.
Emma?
So Ildana, you've popped back into the pyramid to see what the holdup is. You've managed to create some ramshackle raft or something, and you see the two of them up on the balcony.
I've made the raft, albeit a shitty one, but it is functional. What is taking you two so long? Why are you kicking the fucking door?
We seem to have some sort of just like filling Ildana in on that spiel.
Okay. I thought you were imitating the muttering.
No, and it also sounds a bit like get over here, yeah.
So Ildana, you are informed that apparently there is someone behind this door that may be up to no good.
I will try to silently pick the locks.
Okay, give me a thievery check. You see that this is made a little bit more difficult because multiple people have kicked the lock recently.
28.
Possibly bent some of the mechanisms. So you're eventually able to get the door open pretty easily.
Show off.
The lock is actually fairly rusted, possibly due to high humidity in this room.
All that water.
But you open the door, or sorry, you get it unlocked. I don't want to be presumptive. You can do whatever you want with the door or have someone else do whatever they want with the door.
Now, the two of you, I need you to get ready, because whoever's here heard you exercising your knees. You ready?
Yep.
I'm sorry. Is my sword not in my hand?
Okay, I crack the door, and what do I see?
You see a small, maybe 10 by 10 room. And around the room are various like alchemical bottles and like tons of bottles around this room. However, all of them look to be like covered in lichen or mold or something. Whatever liquids inside them, most of it has evaporated. This room smells terrible. In the center of the room, though, is a big tank. There's like a glass portion of it, but most of it's metal. A big tank full of filthy water. And floating in this tank is a fish. There's like a really, really big, maybe like 6 or 7 foot long fish in this tank. However, as if someone just stitched it to the top of this fish, you see a human head just grafted onto the top of this fish. So the fish has a face. It's got, glassy eyes. It's got a mouth that's just open. And then on top of its head is this human head just like growing out of this fish or whatever. And the head, not really able to move very much, but it like sort of like turns ever so slightly to look at the three of you with just, 1,000-yard stare. This head looks at you. Its face is filthy. It's crusted with saliva and probably much worse things. And then the mouth speaks and this head looks at you and it just kind of says, "Have you come to kill me?"
Do I have to?
Benjil just over his shoulder. Kill it with fire. Kill it, quick.
I shall destroy Flan.
See, that would push you in the range of us having to kill you. I'd prefer it if I didn't have to kill you.
I don't care either way.
I don't know. They'd be doing this thing a favor, to be honest.
I mean, if you want
pitiful.
if you want to give me a diplomacy check, Ildana, to try to get some sort of other result from this being.
I'll take an attempt at an aid, just being like, what? Why? Why do you want to kill Flan exactly? Just to? Oh no way. That's a 15.
You're like, ugly fish man. What do you want?
Yeah, no. My kill it with fire was not as quiet as I thought it was.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
boy.
an 11 diplomacy. Yeah, no.
What do you say to this thing?
Ildana just shrugs, and Mother says, "He chose down."
He chose down.
Yep.
If I could, I'm just going to say that this being, it just starts muttering again, and you hear him kind of repeating over and over, "The world will know the name of Yarish. The world will know the name of Yarish. The world will know the name of Yarish." As your arrow misses.
It misses horribly. The second one, does a 37 hit?
Oh yes, a 37 hits.
Okay. But how much?
You don't bother rolling damage. It's dead.
I want to. By how
Go
much?
roll damage. Oh, that's a crit actually.
Okay.
I imagine his AC would be like a 10 or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's actually unfortunate.
It's a humanoid head fish in a tank or something.
Pretty much. He's not really able to move.
It's D&D. It can have anywhere from 1 to 1 million hit points.
That is true.
We don't know.
Well, see, it's an 11th level creature, so it numerically has a 31 AC.
Turns out it's the avatar of a god. Yarish.
Well, I mean, if you're taking his word for it, maybe.
Let me recall knowledge to see if I recognize that name. Was it Yarish?
Yeah, go for it. Yarish.
Would it be like a religion, society?
Let's say occultism or society.
Oh, you got
Probably
me, buddy.
I mean, occultism is the one you're really good at, so.
I don't know why it just showed like a bunch of different die.
Oh, because Chris rolled damage while you were doing
okay, same thing. Okay, same time. 34 on occultism.
So as Ildana kills Yarish, you have heard the name Yarish, kind of going along with what you heard earlier. Yarish was a wizard and alchemist who was very prominent in this region maybe like 20 years ago. He was like 12 or 13 years ago in particular. He was killed. Presumably he was killed. Apparently not in time. Apparently he got better. Arguably,
Wow, yeah.
whether he got better or not.
Something's a little fishy about that.
Right. 12 or 13 years ago, he had set up this lab or facility or whatever the heck this pyramid is, and had made it his goal to, number one, pollute the Moon Sea so that nobody could use it for trade anymore. Basically, to put his stamp on the world and say, like, this land is my land. And then number two, he was trying to create a new species of Sahuagin. In particular, he was trying to create a freshwater race of Sahuagin. They are normally saltwater, I believe. But the thing about creating a new race of creature is that it's difficult. You know, that's one thing. But also, if you've never seen the creature you're trying to create, you'll probably end up making something else.
Right.
And so most people regard him as having gone crazy, you know, just looking at his goals and his methods. And so it was whoever killed him did the world a great service. But again, he apparently was not fully dead, because you're pretty sure that was his head somehow grafted onto a fish. And looking at everything around here, it seems like he was able to carry on his work, but even worse than he was doing it the first time.
And I still roll low as hell.
Kinda, yeah.
So it sounds like someone saved him in a very macabre sense. That's what it sounds like to me.
Maybe. Possibly.
Look, man, you don't unsee that, I'll tell you that. That's for sure.
Anything else in this room of note?
Nope. Well, give me a perception check. Like, at first glance, no.
29.
29. And I think Fennec is aiding.
Yeah.
With Fennec aiding, Ildana's still relishing in having just killed this abomination.
He chose down. I did not relish it.
I'll say that that Benjil and Fennec, you are able to find very encrusted in grime. Like, you didn't notice it at first because it looked like it was just part of the, I don't know, the moss-covered
Scenery?
table that is up against the wall. You find a small box inside of which you find a journal. Or like a journal or spell book or some sort of a book of notes. I don't really have anything written up immediately, but basically this appears to be a bunch of his notes, a bunch of his methods and such from when he was a little bit less crazy, or at least while he was mostly a corporeal human. So if you want to study it, you know, maybe I can find some benefit to benefit you, or you can sell it for, you know, someone probably could.
Gold.
7,000 gold.
Somebody probably could get some benefit from it.
First thing we're doing is tidying it with some prestidigitation. Okay, because this
Sure.
is
The pages are
disgusting.
very moldy, but, you know.
Nice.
I'm looking around for signs of his handler, because he's a fucking fish. He couldn't have built any of this shit.
Sure.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Like there's no way he just did this on his own. Someone saved him or something.
It's probably that witch.
Give me a,
Perception?
I guess perception, yeah.
Because if this was 5e, this would be investigation.
It would be investigation, yeah. Because I'm trying to think what would be like an intelligence-based thing that you could do, but
this is well, the way skills work in PF2, I'm assuming this would just be perception because how it works.
yeah, just give me a perception.
Are you fucking shitting me?
So, Ildana, you do like a thing.
I see a table.
You put your hands out in kind of like a football goal gesture. I'm doing it so like Freeman could see if he was looking at it. You put like, you make like an L out of one hand with your index finger and thumb, and then an L with the other. You put them together, and you're kind of looking around the room as if you're looking through like a, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could have done it as like a film reel or whatever. You're looking around the room. You're analyzing all of the parts of everything that you see around here. And the conclusion you come to is that this guy was killed, or he was cut into pieces, and then through some natural biological process, his head got grafted onto a fish. At which point, he incrementally worked his way up from manipulating small things to manipulating larger things to manipulating larger things until he was manipulating things that were then big enough to manipulate things for him. He grafted together a couple small sea creatures like a crab and like a lobster. And then once he did that enough times, he was able to move on to like a slightly larger crab and a slightly larger lobster, and eventually some sentient creature with some other creature, and then that creature could work for him and act as his hands and then build things for him. And then they made other creatures and then eventually made those Sea Stitch, which were then able to piece together this big arcane machine, and then so on and so on until he had his
I'm
whole
going to
empire.
tell Fennec my hypothesis, and then after I finished, I'm like, but it doesn't make any sense. Please figure out what went on here.
I'm kind of picturing there's an episode of Rick and Morty where they end up inside this like fledgling universe, and they have nothing. They have to figure out how to build machines out of like wood and sticks and rocks and stuff. But eventually they make like, super tech lab out of rudimentary materials they can use to get themselves out into the outer universe. Anyway, so maybe that's what happened. Maybe it's not. You don't see enough of any signs of anything else to come to a conclusion.
Yeah, I'm looking for fresh eyes. I'm gonna ask Fennec because I'm like, I know this makes absolutely no sense. It doesn't make sense to me right now, and I thought of it.
It's not going to make much sense to Benjil. It's not the smartest dude.
Fennec, give me an occultism check.
All right. That's something I'm good at. 26.
Hearing Ildana's, crackpot theory, let's just say what it is.
Yeah.
You don't think that's it. It's actually more likely that there was just some sort of a freak magical occurrence. Like possibly if this guy was putting alchemical reagents and magic into the moon sea, maybe when his, body was cast into the alchemical and magical, sludge that was out there, maybe that's what allowed him to stay alive.
Kind of fused together.
As far as who helped him beyond that point, because like he was just a head on a fish, you don't know. Looking around, if they have been here, they have not been here in a long time.
Yeah. I'm definitely hoping we got it all taken care of, but
yeah,
this is pretty wild.
There any notes or anything around here?
We got the book.
Nothing since he became a fishman, but he does have, there is a journal that they found that has a bunch of his ramblings from before that.
All right. When are they dated?
Like maybe 15 years ago. So like 1342 DR.
All right. And he's from the town we just came from, right?
Yeah. He's from the region. He may not be like originally from Flan, but
okay. Fine. We can take up and find out more about him, getting the Flan, asking around about it. Because this, I'm sorry, I know this is probably not meant to be a lead at all.
It totally is not.
It is not, but I'm sorry. It's not me. Ildana's fascinated because she's like a headfish. This is weird. I need to figure out what the hell this is about.
And Benjil is like, we should get the hell out of here.
Oh, we're definitely gonna leave. We're
Yes.
definitely gonna leave because I don't want to be head fish part 2.
No, like I mean, I get it. It's strange, but like, no, this is not our. No, let's go.
Yeah. So
Benjil's a skip and run kind of guy, right? So
sure. So
Yeah, we'll let somebody that knows maybe a little bit more.
Chris, you and I can come up with some more backstory for this guy if you like, but between this session and some other session.
Oh yeah,
But for today,
Yeah.
I think you get the notes, you get
Yep.
the bodies of the dead townsfolk, you get Baker Johnson, and you get out of there. You GTFO.
Mm-hmm.
So you get back to Flan, and people are, of course, very, very happy. They're very thankful that you have rescued Farmer Johnson. You've rescued Baker Johnson. His brother is Farmer Johnson.
somebody's head of the Farmers Guild.
And then you...
He has so many hats. That's why I hit boys like that.
Figures in all the pies for a baker.
Yeah, he multi-classed. So
they're thankful that you brought back the bodies of or at least some of the dead townsfolk. However, at the same time, of course, it's not your fault, but there is a day of mourning because several of their members are dead and some of them are unaccounted for, and there was also damage done and trauma that people underwent from the attack and everything. But to you, people are thankful to you. People are very gracious. They're very grateful, and your fame in town has increased from what it already was. And of course, Benjil, you have made a name for yourself among the people of Flan. If you're walking down the street, people run out and push some baked goods into your arms and urge you to please eat and please, come back anytime, and thank you for your service, I guess. And on that note, that's where we're going to wrap up this 2-part beach episode. Thank you, everybody.
Hell of a session, friends.
Thank you for listening. This has been an episode of Curse of Radiance, presented by Interparty Conflict. Our theme music was Courage Within by Stephen Malin. For full music credits or for show notes, visit our website at interpartyconflict.com. You can contact us all at interpartyconflict@gmail.com or join us on our Discord at bit.ly/interpartydiscord. And if you like what you hear and want to help us out, join our campaign at patreon.com/interpartyconflict. Even $1 a month gets you some bonus content from this and our other shows, and it goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. Pathfinder and the Forgotten Realms are the property of their respective owners. This podcast is a member of the Uncharted North Podcast Network and would not exist without their help. To see what other shows they have on offer, go to unchartednorth.ca. Thanks again, and see you next time.